Igor from vinousreverie here, and I think this is everybody's favorite part when we open up the new stock that we get in. So as usual, a lot of fun wines, but before I get started with that, guys, I want to give a reminder that we do our Saturday tastings every Saturday 1 to 4 p.m. And we change the theme every week. So this week on the August 21st, we're gonna have a special guest, Kevin Wang from Worcester Imports, and the theme is minerally based white wines. So we're gonna have wines from Italy, France, Germany, the whole spectrum. So kind of to showcase how the beautiful soils and the beautiful wines that come from those soils. And Kevin is going to be here, so it's always fun. He just was in Europe in June, so he's got a fresh perspective, and a lot of geeking out is going to be happening. All right, and now let's get to the stock. Speaking of geeking out and minerally based wines, let's start with Teronzola. It's a producer that makes wines both in Tuscany and Liguria, a really renowned producer. So I got two of the wines from this producer. So let's go get started with, which one is this? Vermentino. All right, let me open it up. All right, so Vermentino, they make some Vermentino in Tuscany, which is south of Liguria, and they also make Vermentino in Sardinia. But this one, it comes from, like I said, Liguria, which is part of the Cinque Terre, very famous Italian tourist destination, vacation destination. So very little wine gets exported out of that region. A lot of the locals and tourists basically drink everything up. So like I said, this is a very renowned producer, and this is a fantastic Vermentino that he makes. Minerally driven, nice fruit on it, high acclaim. You got 70 points from JessRobinson.com, got 91 points from Wine Spectator and Vinous Media. So great wine, and you hardly see Vermentino from this region in distribution. All right, and this is the second wine, a red wine that we got from Teronzola. All right, La Merla De La Miniera. So this is based on a canaiolo grape. Typically, this grape, it's a blended grape in the Chianti wines. So you have Sangiovese for the most part, and then a little bit of a few indigenous grapes, this being part of that. It just kind of adds some interest to the blend, softness to the blend. Typically, it's not a great wine on its own, but in this situation, it's once again, makes a really nice wine. Jess Robinson got 17 points. And the way I always judge 17 points to me is equivalent of 92 points on a 100-point scale. So that's what 17 points means to me. Really nice score. The beautiful thing about this wine, it's rarely made. This is a fantastic expression of it. And this is the first time it's been imported to the US. This 2016 vintage, the first time it hit the shore. So I wanted to bring it up because it's kind of part of the theme. Just this beautiful, unique, special wines that I want to carry and for you to enjoy. All right. As you guys can see, we have a lot of stock. I don't think we could get through all of it in one viewing, but we'll try. Okay. All right. Now let's get some maybe French wines. Here we go. All right, so this is from Domaine de Marseille from Touraine. I was very excited. I just saw this wine distribution last week, and I was really excited about this wine. So Touraine, it's in the Loire Valley. It's a region within Loire, and the most famous village within Touraine is Sancerre, which makes the most famous Sauvignon Blanc in the world. This is from Oisly. It's like a smaller village, and not really, I never even heard of that village until I came across this wine. And the reason I was so excited about it is that Sauvignon Blanc from Touraine, they got a high score. It got 70 points from Jess Robinson, which is a fantastic score, and it retails for $16. I think that's an unbelievable value. Fantastic wine. I would highly recommend you pick up this wine. I think value, quality to price ratio is fantastic on this wine. All right, let's see what we got here. I think this is another wine from the Loire. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. This is from Saumur, which is a village in central Loire. This village is mostly known for the red wines, Cabernet Franc, but it also makes a little bit of Shening Blanc. I think the great grape of central Loire, famous in Vouvray. But this is a great expression of it. This is, I think, once again, a great value. Get 92 points from Wine Enthusiast, and for $20, I think it's a fantastic, not a bargain, but I think it's a really good value. All right, so this is this one. All right. Oh, this wine. Okay. Here we have a sparkling Chenin Blanc, and this is for Montlouis, which is one of the villages. We've raised the most famous village for Chenin Blanc. This is probably the second most famous village. Jackie Blot is the producer. He's probably considered the master of that village. In fact, Justice Robinson called him the magician of Montlouis because of the high quality wines that he makes. He makes dry Chenin Blancs, he makes sweet Chenin Blancs, he makes in the Bourgel region, which is a Cabernet Franc region, he makes some of the best Cab Francs in that region, and he makes some of the best sparkling wines in that region. A magician. I couldn't put it better myself. We had this wine at our Saturday tasting a couple of weeks back. It was the most popular wine at the tasting, and we sold out. Some of the customers said, "When are you going to have it back?" So, all right, so it's back in stock. The sparkling wine from Montlouis. All right. Oh, this is the first one right here. All right, another very unique wine. This is from Cinque Terre, which is a tiny village in northern Rhone. Northern Rhone is known as the home place of Syrah, but it also, some of the white wines that it makes is Viognier in the tiny Canjou region, and then you have Marsanne and Roussanne. Those are the other two white wines that are made. So Cinque Terre is a tiny little village that only makes white wines, and this is 100% Marsanne. Fantastic wine. If you've never had Marsanne, and you love full-bodied, like rich white wines, like maybe a Chardonnay that sees some oak. I don't want to say oaky Chardonnay because I don't find that's like a good expression of Chardonnay. I'm just saying Chardonnays that see oak and are like fuller, creamier. Then I think you would love Marsanne. And this is I got 93 points from Vinous Media. Got 92 points from Jeb Dunnig. Great expression of the wine. This is the first time I have a wine from Cinque Terre in the store, and I think it was a really gem. So for $23, I think it's a really good value as well. Cool. All right. Very nice. All right, so this is Fiano di Avellino, which comes from the Campania region. That's southern Italy, in the vicinity of Capri, and this is the great white wine of the region. It's once again makes a fuller style wine, but it's a wine that's able to age for a long time. In fact, it probably shows itself best after 4 or 5 years in the cellar. So this is a new vintage of this, 2019. I think you could open it now, or you could age it for a couple of years. If you never had Fiano di Avellino, I think it's a great wine to test it out and see kind of what the limited hoopla is about it. This is basically the only region that makes this wine, and so it's not world renowned yet, but I think they make great, richer style white wine. So that's a good one to try. All right, so this is from the winery Huia from Marlborough. So Marlborough is known for their Sauvignon Blancs. New Zealand is just about as synonymous with Sauv Blancs. But this is made from the great Austrian grape, Gruner Veltliner. And I thought it was a fantastic mineral expression of the grape. I think Gruner Veltliner is one of the best white wine grapes in the world, and I was completely shocked by how good this wine was. I guess I should have been, because you got 94 points from Wine Enthusiast, and I think for $20 that's a fantastic value. I know some of you love Gruners. I would highly suggest you try the one from New Zealand. Alright, so this one, like the sparkling wine, is back in stock, and this is back in stock for the third time. This is from Moulinu, which is probably the most acclaimed winery out of South Africa, and this is their Shening Blanc blend. Fantastic score. Got 94 points from vinousreverie, got 17.5 points from Jensen's Robinson. I've had it multiple times before. Like I said, I brought it in for the third time. I would highly recommend this wine. What's interesting about this is the winemaker. She actually graduated from University of Berkeley. She met her husband in France, and they ended up in South Africa. And the Four Platters Guide, which is kind of South African's main wine magazine, they've named them Winery of the Year, I think, like 4 of the last 5 years. So it's definitely the most acclaimed winery in South Africa, and this is a fantastic blend. For $30, it's not, maybe it's not a Tuesday night wine, but it's definitely a special occasion wine. So back in stock one more time. All right. And I can't go a whole stock opening session without getting a Riesling. So this is from Von Kesselstadt out of the Moselle. Never had this producer in stock yet. So this is one of the cabinets. Really nice wine. Beautiful off-dry Riesling. Got nice fruit profile in it. Beautiful acidity. Like a lot of good Rieslings. It's when you have the fruit, sugar, and acidity hit your palate at the same time. It's like everything is dancing in your mouth. So this is a great expression of it. Once again, Mosel Fine Wines, which is a magazine that specializes mostly in the wines from the Moselle, gave it 92 points, 17 points from Janssen. So it's consistently 92 points. Great Riesling. So this is for $28. All right. Let's do one more. Like I said, we have a lot of 6 or 7 cases. We'll do it in a different session, but this is a fun one that I wanted to do as well. Alright, so chateauneuf-du-pape season is upon us, and this is from Chateau Donjon. So in chateauneuf-du-pape, you basically have like 3 renowned names. You have Chateau Reyes, which it's highly allocated wine, so basically nobody in the world has them. Then you have Clos de Pape and Chateau Beaucastel. And those are the 3 big wineries, the highly acclaimed wineries. And in 2019, all of them got fantastic scores. And I'm going to have those wines later in the fall, but I got this one early. So Donjon would be kind of, I think, like the second tier, maybe the second tier of 7, 8 best producers for Chateauneuf-du-Pape. I think they easily fall into that category. The 2019 vintage, you got 18 points from Janssen. You got 98 points from Decanter magazine. I think only Clos de Pape is the only other Chateauneuf-du-Pape that got 98 points. So you could look at it as 2 of the highest acclaimed wines of the vintage. Chateauneuf-du-Pape, it's a premium wine, and typically great examples could jump the $100 point. I think for $70, this is a fantastic gift, or something you could buy for yourself, and maybe sell it or open it on a special occasion. Definitely a special occasion wine, and I think this 2019 vintage is kind of special vintage. So highly recommend this wine if you're looking for a gift or something special for yourself. So we'll get to a lot of the other wines maybe the next session, but I think we have plenty of wines to look forward to here. All of them are at the website vinousreverie.com, which I think is the best way to get to learn about these wines. We have the picture shots of the wines, we have the critical reviews, pricing, descriptions. I think if you want to start learning more about wines, I think the website is a great platform for that. So I'll see you guys hopefully at the tasting or next time at the store. Thank you.